Let's talk about the excessive agility of Kaito, who looks like he has been raised by cheetahs. He's going to show off his speed and acceleration in some matches of Tour 7 and Tour 8 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 if you like this video. So, in 2006, a 4-year-old boy named Kaito was flying from Japan to Algeria with his parents. The family took some vacation to visit the savannas of the Sahara Desert. They landed in Algiers. Then Kaito's father booked a SUV to drive to visit the Sahara Desert. By their own means, they like to be adventurous while visiting foreign countries. Unfortunately, their trip didn't go well. The SUV had some engine problems once they arrived at the savannah and could not go back to Algiers. People have never found what happened to the whole family. They only found some clothes on the SUV painting. In 2014, some hunters going to the same savannah almost shot a boy wearing cheetah skin running along with a coalition of cheetahs. The boy was running towards them with a wide and angry look at incredibly fast speed, jumping on them to bite them, screaming like cheetahs. Fortunately, the hunters were experienced and could have captured the boy. The cheetah's coalition was too afraid by the gunshot sounds, so it fled. Even if it did try to save the boy from the hunters at first. The leader of the hunters, a Danish blonde woman called Victoria, tried to talk to the boy. He could not say a word in human language, but curiously, he was able to say one word several times during the health examination. Kaito! Kaito! So the leader, Victoria, decided they should contact the Japanese embassy in Algiers, because Kaito is a Japanese name meaning flying over the ocean, and that boy apparently had Asian origins. So the Japanese embassy was probably the best people in Algeria to know what to do with him. The Japanese embassy did find some records of a family of 3 people missing in 2006 in the savannah. And the passport of the young boy registered at the Algiers airport did show the first name Kaito. So they contacted some relatives of Kaito in Japan, made some DNA tests once they arrived in Algiers. The DNA test concluded Kaito was indeed one of them. The relatives took Kaito back to Japan because she was impressed by the extreme agility of this feral child named Kaito. Miss Victoria booked a flight to Tokyo and visited Kaito. As a pro tennis player, she suggested to the relatives of Kaito the idea of teaching him to become a tennis player. For her, the extraordinary speed and acceleration of Kaito, as well as his strong hands, could help him become a fantastic counterpuncher. And the relatives of Kaito were listening to Miss Victoria's recommendation. After 1 year of rehabilitation to human life, Kaito had adapted to his new animal coalition called humans. Kaito was taken in 2015 to a tennis academy in Tokyo, and in only 4 years, he made huge progress to become a pro defensive baseliner. He's since taken part to plenty of matches of the Tennis Clash tours with a lot of success, beating even regularly the leader of the hunters, Miss Victoria. Well, Kaito can run even faster than Usain Bolt, whose best performance was around 45 kilometers per hour during his world record established in Berlin. Now and then, Kaito can run at 60 kilometers per hour. But because he refuses to take part to running contests, his record cannot be registered by the Guinness Book of Records. Experts think Kaito can have this magical speed thanks to his past life among the cheetahs, famous to be the fastest land animal, capable of running at 80 to 128 kilometers per hour. So, in case you don't know, cheetahs have several adaptations for speed, including a light build, long thin legs, and a long tail. And that's exactly what Kaito has. Look at him. A light build, long thin legs, but no long tail. That's right. And fortunately, because if he had a long tail, he would run even faster while taking sudden turns. And well, he will become absolutely unplayable, unbeatable. So sometimes, when Kaito is using a brand new bionic technology invented by Wildlife Studios Corporation, called Long Catch, he can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in less than 3 seconds. That's even faster than a V12 Ferrari. From his past life among the cheetahs, well, Kaito has kept the habits of always looking behind his back, as if he was watching for a predator or checking on a prey. He particularly likes to do that after having won his matches. And his opponents don't like that. They find that he's too arrogant and unsporting when he does that. And even if Miss Victoria has already explained that this is just a habit taken from the cheetahs who raised him, and that other tennis players should try and understand his unsporting behavior, well, his fellow tennis players don't accept that. Leo and Jonah don't like that at all. The relationship between Miss Victoria and Kaito has been pretty cold since May 2020. Since that date, Kaito has been beating her too many times in high tours, and Victoria doesn't like that at all. She has stopped giving him pro advices since that date. That she called pickup date. I don't know why. She said to the media that she was getting old. She can't be as agile and can't have as much stamina as the pink rabbit. Yes, that's how she's calling Kaito now. The pink rabbit. Because Kaito is often wearing a pink outfit, having donuts on it, when he plays his tennis matches. Well, he says that he's doing that to avoid thinking about the cheetah skin that he was wearing when she was still living with the coalition of cheetahs. Hey, well, that was the story of Kaito the Pharaoh giant, and how he went from the savannah of the Sahara Desert to become a pro counterpuncher, playing in tennis clash tours. Enough talking about fictional stories, let's go back to the matches. So Kaito the cheetah plays versus the wolf in this match. Well, I hope that he wasn't raised by a pack of wolf or by the Simpsons family. Okay, windshield wiper mode, classic with some variations now and then. Both players didn't try to hit the corners. They avoided taking risk. So the hits were close to the corners, but not that much. And the points were won mostly thanks to some strong shots. Some failed cross-court shots. And some unforced errors. So of course, Kaito has acceleration and speed, but that doesn't help him to be always accurate. And fortunately, to be super accurate, well, I think that he would need some years living with a family of hawks. Alright, let's open this classic pack. Nothing special as usual. Let's play against another pink rabbit using combo load instead of the antioxidants. So my opponent was having two balanced hands, but not a lot of stamina. Summon for zeros while trying to accelerate. Another error. Those unforced errors can happen more often than you think in high tours because, well, both players know that they need to hit winners to try and outflank the other Kaito. So they basically needed to try and hit as if they wanted to hit winners, actually. A bit like that. On the soft serve returns, even if that's risky, because my opponent could have returned very easily towards the other corner. So matches between two Kaitos in high tours don't always last very long. If both players try to hit winners or try to end rallies very fast, those matches can be quite short. They will never be as short as matches between two Victorias. But sometimes the duration could be surprising, especially if both Kaitos are using combo load. In that case, well, they don't have a lot of stamina. They still have a lot, I mean, compared to Victoria, but not to play very long matches. So this match is played against the Kaito who has really a lot of stamina. 74, that is huge. Plus, he was using the Italian wire, which is pretty good. Not extraordinary, but very decent to play in Tour 7. Stamina shear in Tier 1, critical in Tier 1, and long cash Tier 2. With a 74 of stamina, well, this Kaito can afford playing with stamina shear in Tier 1. But even then, if he needs to run a lot and counter powerful shots, well, his stamina will be depleted anyway. And not a few. Yes, I like the slow serve for that. That can annoy a lot the players who need a lot of distance to hit the strong shots, you know, the distance towards the net. So the closer is the ball to the net, the
Second serve.
higher their risk to catch the net while swiping very fast. And that was the case of this opponent, who swipes very fast. But that was not enough. Too many unforced errors. So you are going to discover the lineup that I use the most during the matches of this video. Well, I hope you enjoy listening to the story of Kaito and how he was raised by a coalition of cheaters. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon on Gameplay 365. Bye bye.